Brought to you by GatewayCitySavers.com.
In or Out with Jim Hanifan and Rick Venturi, exclusively on 101ESPN.com. Now your host, Brian Stahl.
Hello and welcome to the debut edition of In and Out, joined by Jim Hanifan, Rick Venturi. I'm Brian Stahl, and every week we'll be here on 101ESPN.com to preview a little bit of the upcoming Rams game. Gentlemen, let's get into it. This past week we saw Mark Clayton finish with 10 catches for 119 yards, clearly looking like Sam Bradford's number one target. The Raiders, meanwhile, had the league's highest paid cornerback in Amdi Asamawa. Hanny, are you in or are you out that Mark Clayton finishes with at least 6 catches later today?
Out. Definitely out. Because the kid from Cal will shut him down. I mean, you don't even want to mess around with that young man. I'll tell you right now, you better go the other way because bad things can happen out there, and he'll shut Clayton down.
Rick, what about you?
I'm out on this one because whether it's Nandi or whether it's Johnson or Rout, the strength of the Raider defense is their corner play. Really, they have 3 really shut-down corners. Of course, Nandi, as Hanny just said, is as good as it gets. And so I think they'll do a good job on him, and hopefully offensively, the Rams decide to run the ball because that's really the Waterloo on the defense of the Raiders, and hopefully they're not throwing it that many times.
Well, speaking of running the ball, Michael Bush has been listed as Oakland's starting running back, but due to injury last week, Darren McFadden received the call. He responds with 95 total yards, 55 yards receiving. After seeing McFadden have his breakout game last week against Tennessee, are you in or out that McFadden takes Michael Bush's job? Rick?
I'm out on that one. McFadden did a good job. To his credit, he had a good, solid game. They ran the ball. That's the only thing they did well, frankly. But I like Bush better. Bush outplayed him in the summertime. I think Bush gives him a harder nose guy. I think Al probably will demand that they play McFadden, but I would play Bush if it was my team.
So, Hanny, Darren McFadden takes Michael Bush's job. In or out?
I'm in. He's going to take the job because Mr. Davis wants Mr. McFadden to play. He's their number one pick, and he never wants to be embarrassed. And that's what he's going to be telling that coaching staff. Hey, look it, you play him and get him the ball and make him look good, and we'll go from there. And that's it. And that's the way Al Davis has always been. He always will be.
Both the Oakland Raiders and the St. Louis Rams in the process of rebuilding. Oakland with the new quarterback, Jason Campbell. The Rams, of course, new quarterback in Sam Bradford. Are you in or are you out? On these two teams, the Rams have a better chance of making the playoffs first.
I'm actually in. I'm in on that one. I know Rams fans left disappointed Sunday, but Raider fans left devastated. I would honestly say that's one of the worst performances I've ever seen in an opening game. And when you start to compare Bradford to Jason Campbell, that's not even close. Bradford's got a much better chance to bring you quicker.
Andy, what do you think? In or out, the Rams make the playoffs before the Raiders?
Well, I'm in. Sam will take this franchise to the playoffs. He will do that. Now, he needs some help, and they got to get the help, and they can't waste time on that one, But if you get him the weapons, this guy's got it, and he's going to be a big time guy.
All right, that's our debut edition of In or Out here on 101ESPN.com. Be sure to join us right back here next week as we preview the Rams against Washington. For Rick Venturi, for Jim Hanifan, I'm Brian Stahl, out on 101ESPN.com.